Hello, Monica, and
Hello,
welcome to the MO11 Art Gallery. They're hosting the Martin Talk Show while we're here at the Cannes Film Festival.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's wonderful to see you. I've been looking at your book. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it sounds really interesting and important. Tell me a little bit about what brings you to Cannes, and I'm assuming your book has something to do with it, and a little bit about the book itself.
Yes, so my name is Monica Walsh. I'm based in Ireland, Dublin, and everything started actually from beauty pageant, believe it or not.
Okay.
So as a little girl, I was dreaming to, when I was watching the beauty pageant, because I really like a girly girl, I love fashion, and then there is something else, it's beauty and a purpose, so there's always charity behind it. And since a small little girl, I always loved to go and help people, and I felt sorry for animals and people, so I knew that I wanted something to do about it when I'm bigger,
Yes, yeah.
when I grow up. So yes, I applied for the beauty pageant 10 years ago.
Okay.
I represented Ireland in China in Mrs. Universe, and the topic was domestic violence. So I was like, okay, it's a big topic, but why not? And I remember loads of journalists, they approach me and they say, why? Like, it's such a toxic and such a deep and dark topic. Why you so beautiful and this and that? Why you want to talk about this? But I said, someone has to talk about this because it's such a global problem. And actually, when I started talking about this and raise awareness and everything, I have loads of women to contact me and saying, please, Monica, what can we do, from all over the world? Because I was lucky enough that the book ended up in press in Italy, in UK, in Ireland, in Poland, in Belarus, even in China. Wow. So yes,
It's travelled all around the world with you.
So now I realize, after that, wow, it's actually a global problem and we have to do something about it. So obviously I was replying to every woman and trying to encourage her what is the best for her, because many women, they contacted me and then they said, but maybe he will change, maybe this, maybe that, and then again. So I said, I just have to put all the stories together. So this book, actually during COVID,
yes,
everybody had loads of time, so I had loads of time to actually prepare everything. So there is 3 stories of the women who just shared their stories with everyone, just to raise awareness and don't give up and always believe in yourself. And then all the red flags. So how can we recognize the red flags? What can we do? So all step by step, what can we do even at work. I work as a teacher as well. Okay. And I know that there's 3 professions. They are close to people. And there's a doctor, teacher, and before it was priest. They were coming to the house and talk, and they knew what happens in the house, and maybe police. But other than that, we live in the bubble, and everybody is just busy with the phones, with their own life. So we can really miss the very important signs around us. And that's why I want everybody to just look around and see maybe your friend from work, maybe neighbor, maybe someone really is suffering. Because sometimes I have women, they come to me and say, I was 5 years in this relationship, toxic relationship, very abusive, but I didn't do anything. Unless my child, who is 5-year-old, said it to the courier, Daddy is hitting mommy. And that's how she had the courage there to open up to the stranger. So that's why it's so funny, because everybody says they don't really want to make that call to a stranger, but because they see me somewhere, they kind of recognize my face and they want to open up and talk to me and share really, really deep stories with me. So that's why I think it's so important as well to just be there for everybody, because it's not only women, it's only men as well.
And so how does that make you feel when people come to you, when people are reaching out, when they've gone through something really traumatic, really difficult, but they're coming to you? That must be a lot of pressure. Yes,
it is. And I have many people and friends telling me, Monica, you can't do it on your own because it's really deep, and some stories are really, really touching. me, and I'm a very sensitive person, but someone has to do it, you know, like I feel like, okay, every time when I say, okay, maybe it's time to just slow down, and then I got some message again.
Yes.
That someone is looking for something, so I have to leave everything. Sometimes even Christmas Eve, doesn't matter. I have to leave everything and just try to find solution. If it's like emergency, so we have to find a solution quick, or it's more just a talk.
Yes.
And because sometimes they just don't want to talk to friends or family, because it's still taboo. It's 2026, but still they say it's a family matter. We don't really want to share and this. But I think the 2026 we have to, because this is something we can really avoid. Because there's so many disease, different things we can't really avoid. It just happens. But this one, it doesn't happen that fast. You know, it's just built up.
And what have you found is the biggest and best way, if there was just one thing someone could do to avoid this build-up? What have you discovered through this journey of collecting these stories?
So, for sure, communication. So we have to communicate why is this happening, why we cannot talk normally, why is the aggression, and just to be open and talk and everything. If that doesn't help, obviously we have to seek help somewhere else.
Further help, yes.
Yes.
But it sounds to me like it starts with questioning.
Yes.
It starts with being
Yes.
curious. It starts
Yes.
with not closing the door and pretending it's not happening, but actually finding out, that big, huge question, why? Why are we going down this road?
Yes, yes.
And so what is the point then when questioning ends, when question is no longer acceptable? Is that when, I assume that's when things get physical?
Yes. So obviously there is a saying that if someone hits you once, he's going to do it again. Yeah. So this is the time for us that, not even for yourself, but for children, especially when the children are involved, you don't want to do the next generation to repeat those things. So we really, really have to just be brave enough and believe it, that there is better life ahead of us.
Tell me a little bit about the children then, how you say about repeating. What do you mean by that? What happens there?
So yes, so aggression, makes aggression. So you can see the pattern, me working with children as well, you can see that they show the aggression to toys, to doll, to teddies. And that's how we recognize as well that something is going on in the house, because this is warning signs that we can see this aggression. Or could be opposite, could be sitting in the corner, doesn't want to play with you, with children, doesn't want to respond. We can say, oh, he's a shy. That's why it's so important for teachers as well, not only focus on your marks, on being good, but just look a little bit around you, if everyone, because sometimes you may see, oh, this child, doesn't want to study or doesn't want to do anything, but just put a little bit interest. Why is it happening? And talk to the parents as well. If everything is okay in the house, very delicate, but just build that communication with parents as well. So they will open up and they will come to you and they will seek the information as well.
Yes. And is there anything that we can do to give, in any way, comfort to the younger generation that are going through it, that there is a possibility that things could change, that things can get better? Is there hope?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm here as well. And I really, really hope for hope. And yes, it's a communication again. So in schools, we should talk about this. We should talk about respect. Everybody should treat you with respect. You give the respect and you get the respect. So it's all about the communication, respect, and just hope that the next generation won't see all of this, because this pattern is for years and years. It's 2026 and still happening. It's still... We have to say stop domestic violence and talk about this. Don't treat it as a taboo.
And so in discovering all these stories and helping all these people, have you a message to the abuser?
Like personally message? Didn't happen to me to message to the abuser.
By that I mean, is there something that, if there is an abuser out there listening, is there something that we should be saying to them?
The thing is that they just have to work on themselves, because it's probably childhood trauma. It could be something they have to work and just look at the mirror and say, why is the reason we treat people like this? Because usually those people are fantastic outside, and then it's happened in the house. So there's some frustration. Maybe go and do some sport, boxing. I heard some people telling me that all the stress relief is very good with the sport. So it's just have to work on yourself, and obviously alcohol and things like that as well in life could be the reason. So there is a lot of to work on it first before we can build something.
You've got me thinking about a personal thing from my past. When I was younger, I knew an adult that was an abuser, and I didn't know what to do about that as someone that was younger.
That's why I was about to ask you if you ever had experiences as well.
Yeah, so not towards me, but someone that I know. But the whole world would see this person as a wonderful person,
right?
As they're out in the world. There would be this side. They were fun, they were funny, but within the home, it was a completely different story. And is there anything that we can do to help recognise that? Do you think we can look through people's personalities in any way?
There is some red flags. It's called red flags. So, for example, love bombing. So they really, if we're talking about the first relationship, so we meet the person and there's love bombing. So they just want to do everything quick, planning to move in together, engagement. Just do it quick, so they don't have to pretend for too long. So this kind of red flags we have to watch out, and just treating us like a princess. We think we're in a fairy tale, so it's never that perfect. Nobody's perfect, so there's always flaws. So no one is perfect. So we just have to, again, communication and see what we want in life, and just say it before, not like keep it there, and then you just explode. I want to do this, and I want to do this, and then it's just.
Yes.
Not going to happen.
Well, wonderful. This is a really important conversation. I feel like I could go so much deeper, but I know you've got to rush off to the red carpet now.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So one final question I have for you, and you're someone, my podcast is all about talking to change makers, people making a difference in the world, and you clearly are through collecting these stories and helping people.
Yes, that's why I'm here in Canada as well, because my hope is that we can, I had some meeting with the producers, and we can do the documentary.
Yes.
So all the Mrs. Island, Mrs. Universe I met in the beautiful beauty pageant, they all invited me to go. So my plan is to just travel around the world and make a documentary, meet the survivors, meet the victims, and just change the world.
And change the world. Well, wonderful. Well, that kind of answers my question, but I'll still ask it in case there's anything else that can be done. So my question that I ask everyone is, how would you, Monica, make this a better world?
So I think to change the world, we have to change ourselves first. So just see in the mirror every day and see if this is what we want. So if someone treats you like this, if you treat someone like this, do you want someone else or your children treated this way? And if you say no, it means you have to change something in yourself first. And if everyone has this little reflection in 2 minutes, every morning even, I think the world would be much better.
Be a better place.
Place.
Thank you so much for sharing,
Thanks
Monica,
so
and
much,
have fun on the
Martin.
red carpet
Thanks
tonight.
very much.
And if anyone wants to find out more about your book or more about you, where do we find you?
So obviously the social media, Instagram, Amazon, it's published in USA and UK, so take me out of the hell. So this is one of the actually emails, take me out of this hell.
Okay.
Yes, so that inspired me into that title that was so deep that I say that
Deep,
has to be it.
impactful,
Yes.
and important.
Yes, and lots of pressure on me.
Yeah, well, it's you're doing a wonderful thing for others, and like you said, your friends say sometimes if you can try and separate yourself,
Yes.
that can help remove the pressure. But and the more that you that you recognise yourself and look in the mirror and tell yourself what a wonderful thing you're doing, like you said, look in the mirror and recognise that you're doing a horrible thing or a bad thing. Look in the mirror and tell yourself what a wonderful
Some
thing.
positive as well. Thank you very much, Martin.
Nice. Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank you so much.
And if anyone has been watching or listening, we appreciate you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wonderful.